Thanks, Andrew, and g'day everybody attending the Data Governance and Information Quality Conference, whether you're live in the room right now or joining us on demand. It's great to have your time and grateful for you investing this time. I'm Mark Sparbow, and my day job is as a Global Director of Education for Microsoft. You can also see I'm affiliated with a number of different organisations, either focused on education or more broadly on this topic of developing emotional intelligence. You can join the community I created, the Celenedu community, find out lots of useful stuff about enterprise emotional intelligence. There's my blog, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter and I'll follow you back. So let's just dig into this topic. If you've ever led a project or a policy implementation, or maybe set about introducing and establishing a new convention at work and it's failed, the reason for that is probably because you've been fighting against emotion, and that's what this little brief interlude is going to be about. People are fearful of the unknown. They're fearful of losing control, fearful of losing power, and fearful of losing prestige. So any time anybody attempts to implement or impose a change, you are directly fighting against some very basic sort of human characteristics: to want to defend, to bond, to acquire. So when you place those in a challenge situations, you trigger in people their fight, flight, fear, or fawn response. So developing emotional intelligence in the workplace is an incredible productivity hack. And we're going to spend a brief amount of time just on this. Consider it to be an introduction and an invitation. But how chihuahua are you feeling right now? And there's a purpose behind this. Have a look on the screen, and you can either tweet out your answer, put my handle on there, you can think about it, write it down, share it somehow in the room. But have a look at the chihuahuas and think about how chihuahua you are. Now, while you're doing that, a little bit more. Empathy, the topic of this session here, is the engine house of creativity and innovation in organisations. It's also foundational to develop emotional intelligence, so it's critical for lots of different reasons. The Centre for Creative Leadership undertook a survey of around about 7,000 senior level managers across 38 countries and found that empathy was directly related to job performance. No surprise there. Emotion check-ins, and I'm glad that you've popped yours in or thought about it, are really important for a number of reasons, and you should have them at the start of every data governance meeting or stand-up meeting. They signal a very specific intent that we're going to create a space and place to recognise that emotions exist in our workplace and in our work, and that sometimes we're fighting against emotions as we attempt to go about our work. If you use an organiser like the mood meter on the screen from the Yale Centre for Emotional Intelligence, emotion check-ins can also help develop an emotional vocabulary. Think about it. We have to name it to be able to tame it. That means that you can start to develop greater emotional intelligence with your colleagues and yourself, because as we develop an emotional vocabulary, we become better at recognising, understanding, labelling accurately, expressing productively and positively, and ultimately regulating, not diminishing, denying, or discounting, but regulating our emotions so that they become helpful in the situations we find ourselves in. So back to the chihuahuas. It was funny, right? Hopefully you had a bit of a smile or a laugh. It turns out laughter is hugely beneficial and also incredibly complex. And it's a very important productivity hack also in your working environment. Laughter is a potent endorphin releaser. That's nature's sort of pain release. You'll also get a little squirt of oxytocin as you're laughing, which is the social bonding hormone. We'll like one another more, and we'll like other people who are laughing with us. Laughter is also contagious. Emotions are contagious, and laughter is an emotion being expressed of joy, happiness. Laughter is contagious. It could be our mirror neurons firing up that causes this domino effect of laughter, it becomes, if you like, the most positive super spreader event of the year. It has a number of other health benefits too, reducing your blood pressure, reducing cortisol, the stress hormone, reducing stress across your whole body, and it also has an anti-inflammatory effect. It actually protects your heart through that anti-inflammatory effect. So there's a number of benefits for engaging in an emotion check-in as a part of developing emotional intelligence, which as we do that, we're more likely to be empathetic. More empathetic leaders create organisations which can unlock the potential of each and every member of the organisation. Enjoy your conference. Track me down on social, find out a little bit more about this topic and practical strategies you can try Monday, not someday, to help change management be more smoother and more positive in your organisation. Andrew, it's back to you.